Hey, welcome back to the channel. These people have all been sharing the Don't Lose Sight stuff quite a bit. We have been seeing lately a lot of people posting on Instagram and their stories and everything about Don't Lose Sight, wearing the merch and things like that, and I really appreciate it. In fact, we appreciate it so much that we decided to give one of you guys this Xbox Series X. It is brand new, literally still sealed completely. It is 100% brand new, but we're gonna give you guys this Xbox completely free, just as, like I said, a way to say thanks. All you gotta do, why is this always? Go to Don't Lose Sight on Instagram, at Don't Lose Sight Official. Look at the new post with Daniel and tag 2 friends down below. Follow Don't Lose Sight and share the post to your story. It's super simple. One of you guys, we're gonna randomly draw. We're gonna give you an Xbox Series X. I really appreciate you guys for the support, and I definitely appreciate everything that has been going on lately. But the Tesla, last video that you guys saw with this, we, in a sense, I rebuilt. It doesn't look like it, but I rebuilt the suspension on this front right corner, and it moves now. So I've got to do a few more things to the car to get it back, you know, street and roadworthy. But this crate came in a few weeks ago, as you guys remember, and it's just kind of been sitting out here. I haven't taken anything out because before we opened up the crate, I was trying to get the car running and be able to move so that we can get it on the lift and start installing everything that's in this box. Well, a month later, let's get this thing open. Oh. Everybody was freaking out whenever I was talking about that we were going to be rebuilding this Tesla, and everybody was like, you're not going to be able to find parts for it, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of laughed and I thought that it was a joke. And I was like, what do you mean? It's a car. You can find parts for any car. All of these parts you actually can't even really buy from the store or anything like that. You can't just go to like a Tesla dealership and be like, hey, I need a new front right quarter panel. It doesn't work like that. All of these parts are all off of a donor car. And so on eBay, I had actually messaged one of the guys looking for parts on this Tesla. And it turns out that the guy that I messaged ended up being a fan. He worked at a place in California, and he was the one that helped me source all of these parts so that we could have stuff to fix the car, because there's just no other way to get them. So I really appreciate that. Connor is his name. Thank you so much. I've actually had these parts sitting here for, like I said, about a month. And I just found out that these nice fancy doors that I ordered actually don't fit. They don't fit on the car.
I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, I know, nobody did yet. And so this is the most aggravating thing, the shell. We could take this door right here and we could put it on the car and it would work perfectly. But believe it or not, the reason why this door is not compatible with this car is because of the door handle. And no, it's not because the door handle doesn't fit, because actually it will. 20 something and up, they changed the freaking mounting holes for the door handle. Somebody makes a retrofits kit to use the old handles and fit on here with like adapter brackets and stuff. I just haven't been able to find it yet. I'm gonna keep these doors until I can either find the bracket or find the right doors for sale, because like this is literally like a gold mine. These doors for these cars are so hard to find. It even has a dent in it, and I was not even fazed by that. I was just happy to find a door, period, because this looks a lot better than this. So the purpose was really just to get doors. It was just funny because I found out that they won't fit. But anyway.
Nice, that's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna get a hammer.
I love the random pieces of countertop that they use to hold it down.
He told me, he was like, we'll get it there, but just don't laugh. It's gonna be in a lot of shit.
And then on top of that, also the giant metal door on the back that says, please keep the door shut at all times.
They took the whole door?
Yeah.
All right.
Sick. Yeah. Hold on. Yes. Add it to the collection. Starting to see the bigger. Don't let that hit the car.
That's the most expensive part. No. Check that out. Ooh. This part actually will fit. Oh, new fender. They asked me what parts that I needed, and I told them that the problem was that the part that I needed was this rear fender back here. But they're a unibody car, so it's not like you can just unbolt the fender and pull it off. This is actually part of the car itself. Fender is not replaceable, at least easily. Anyways, I kind of told Connor about these issues that I was having and explaining a little bit of whatever. And he was like, don't worry, our parts car just so happens to be the same color white that you had. I think it's even the same year, Model S. Let me go check. Comes back and he's like, yeah, actually it turns out that it is. So we can get you that quarter. And I was like, okay, well, how are you gonna do that? And he was like, we take about a 15-inch concrete blade. And they literally told me that they were just going to cut the entire fender and body pieces out of the car and throw it on a pallet and mail it to me. And I have been sitting here knowing that now for about a month and haven't even opened this crate to see it. So this is why I was saying this is like the funniest part, is because you're about to see a Tesla that got completely chopped in half just to fix this car. So huge thanks again. So this is the rear quarter out of the donor car, and I'm gonna go stand next to the car and show you guys how we're gonna fix this. And whenever I say we, I definitely don't mean me, because this is some body work beyond anything that we can do here at this shop.
Is it heavy? Oh.
So yeah, this is our new rear quarter panel, and if you look closely, there's little circles going all the way down. You can see these really good. These are tack welds. Those are the tack weld points. Those are the points basically holding this outer shell to the inner portion, or the inner portion of the body of the car. So if you look on the inside over here, all this inner shell and the inner skin on our Tesla is still fine. And we're actually gonna start cutting all of these pinch welds along here until we can get just this outer shell. We're gonna undo it for this car, put it on here, and then basically everywhere that the pinch welds were, you seal it back up. Make sure it's all lined up, and then pretty much you're good to go. We also have a new headlight already. Oh. So I should be able to get the majority of the car fixed up, hopefully within the next few months. This is gonna be kind of a project that's a little bit more on the back burner compared to everything else, but slowly but surely we're gonna try and get this thing getting fixed back up. I just wanted to unbox all of this stuff and show you everything. But anyways, that's pretty much all of the Tesla updates that we've got for now. So enjoy some Mako content. This car is so loud that I have to cold start it with the garage shut so that way I don't wake up my neighbor. We'll give this thing a second to warm up, but I wanted to get out and show you guys how absolutely amazing this thing has come out. This thing has easily become one of my favorite cars that I have ever even been in, which I won't lie, I actually totally expected this whenever I bought this car. Tomorrow I've got an appointment to go get this thing aligned because as you can tell, we did just put the lowering springs on. Well, there's some sensors in there that let the car know, hey, you're up at max height or you're down at the minimum height. And unfortunately, those sensors are not working properly because the car is actually lower than it used to be, so its sensors are freaking out. So I've got some extendable links that I need to put on the front up here to make that stop, and then it should allow the car to drop down even more, which is going to be super exciting. But like I said, tomorrow I've got an appointment to go get it aligned, so today I want to make sure everything is finished up on it, make sure it's going great. I still got to put this fender liner in back here, and I've also got new tires that I got to put on, so I still got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm just so freaking happy to have this car back. It's freshly serviced, there's no issues with it, and it sounds freaking crazy. I get a lot of questions from people asking what it's like to drive a McLaren, and I'm going to show you. So we're getting ready to leave. So now the vehicle is raising, and you can't tell on camera, but the front end of the car is lifting up pretty dang high. Now it says ride height raised. Now we can click off our parking brake. This is like the coolest thing about a McLaren. You just click right here, and then as you see, you're in gear. And there you go, you're ready to go. Let me get down here to the end of the driveway. Yeah. Now that we're back on the road, you just hold up on this left stalk. It says ride height raised, and then you drop it. Now it says vehicle lowering. There you go. Ride height normal. I like to roll down this window so I can hear everything back there in the mornings. Alright, we got it warmed up a little bit. I just got it. You guys got to hear this exhaust. Just gonna barely roll into it. to the shop now. So now that the car is up in the air, you guys can see why we have to get this rear diffuser off. So I got to take it to go get a line tomorrow. But underneath the car, they've literally got everything so sealed up you can't see anything under here. But up here on the front, I've actually got to pull our front skid tray off as well, because inside of there is where we're going to replace our extended sensors. We're going to get the front splitter, pretty much, whatever you want to call it, diffuser, whatever. We're coming to get this off, and the first thing that we see is the bolt head from being so low. I literally remember hearing that particular noise.
Is that where you hit something?
Yeah, you remember I was telling you
Yeah,
it hit right here, and then it came and it hit, I think right here.
I was
and dented that.
over here and I see the grinder. I'm like, what in the hell? Yeah. That is not a tool for McLaren's.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Hard to show on camera, but
Explain the concept.
essentially, can you see where the tip of my finger is?
Yeah.
There's like a plastic thing here,
Oh yeah.
and that is the sensor for the ride height in the front, because it goes up and down, so it needs a sensor to tell it when to stop raising and when to lower itself, and whenever it's all the way low. So that's why it's actually not even as low as it's going to be, is because the car is freaking out and it's thinking that it's going too low, so it holds it up a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put these on, extend them out a little bit so the car thinks that it is actually still at stock height, whenever in reality it's lowered a lot because of the springs. But we're gonna try and get those swapped out, and hopefully I'm praying that fixes it. So I don't know, I think these just pop out and pop in.
It's just like a strut thing for the hood or whatever. There we go, there's one side. The arm on that one is of course plastic though.
Yeah, I was just seeing that.
That's
Unfortunate.
interesting.
Careful not to break it.
So this is what we were talking about. This is our stock plastic link. This is our extended one. Now you notice that it's extended, so that way the car again is gonna tell it that, hey, we're actually at the right height, so don't freak out. So we're gonna get this plastic one out the way, replace it with our adjustable ones. Hopefully we'll be able to get this thing in a track mode.
You gonna squirt?
There we go. And there we have it.
Okay. Basically right at 2 inches. We'll probably try that setting first, if it's about an inch lower.
Okay. I don't believe they're super
Picky?
Yeah, I don't think they're crazy picky. I think once we get them close, they'll be fine. I think. I'm talking like I've done this 100 times, but I have no clue. This is what I actually imagine the life of a McLaren tech is like.
Swapping out very sensitive sensors.
This super tightly packed. It's not that it's hard stuff, it's just that it's super fucking tight on everything. Oh yeah, he says, Pinky Rang spent the chain on a shifter kit.
Got a $500 chain on an MGW shifter.
The shifter kid, hell no, you can't ride up in my whip if you can't shift that bitch. They sleep on me, I'm starting to think I look like a mattress.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep on dropping hits until my house need an Atlas.
Oh.
700 in the motor, drop it down in the first. Did a wheelie on that bitch. I knocked the lock off the purse.
I feel like you'd spin tires before you do a wheelie.
Threw a blow on that motherfucker. Look at it rumble. Paint wet like the weather and it sound like some thunder. I like that line too. Paint wet like the thunder. No, paint wet like the weather and it sound like some thunder. Talking about the bass in the trunk.
That's very funny. Daily dose of Trace here on S66.
That's actually Dillo. Shout out Dillo. All right, I think that we've got our ride height adjusters in place. Well, whatever, our extended links. Hopefully it's not gonna give us any more errors. And if so, then we'll play around with them some more. It worked.
It's better?
Yeah, it worked.
Hell yeah.
Yep, it's working. Our sensor extenders did work, so we're gonna get this thing back up in the air. We're gonna put in all the bolts and everything, get everything tightened back down, and then after that we're gonna take it on a test drive and see what it's like. You know that the bottom of these, the K-member uses fucking riv nuts. It's all aluminum K-member and everything. It uses riv nuts to hold everything in.
I was looking at that earlier. I thought it was pretty cool.
Right here.
Race car.
Race car? It's pretty low.
Yep, that is full drop on lowering springs. Now that we got it fixed up, I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit. Then we're gonna go out and test it to make sure that everything is working. But I'm pretty sure that it is working perfect because as you guys can see, I've actually already got this thing in track mode and it looks like it's working right. That thing is beautiful. You wanna go on a test drive with me and film? Yeah. All right, here you go.
Thanks, man. Oh my God, that thing doesn't even feel quick, but watching it, it's like, holy shit.
That was about 30% throttle. Roll into it third. Yeah, this is actually very fast. It is a lot faster than it was. Holy. This thing is, I don't even know the words to use. It is it's really smooth. It is really smooth and very, 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 very fast. It's actually surprisingly fast, and that's why I'm having trouble talking, is because it's like, oh my God, this thing is just something else, and it is loud. Let's see about a second gear roll on. Yeah, this is literally just a street legal race car. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there.
Damn, dude, this is my favorite car I think I've ever been in at this point.
Everything's fixed now too, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is fixed. This is like 100% the first time that I've ever had no issues and been able to drive this car since the day I bought it, actually. There's always been a rattle or something, but whenever it was in Atlanta, me and Derek, who's a McLaren tech, he helped me go through the entire car and look it over and make sure that fits every single thing that there was. And we did a full, like service, everything. So this is actually pretty cool. Stock McLarens are just not it, honestly, especially after.
Oh, facts.
Just the sound, the exhaust, that's the thing. Stock exhaust is so restrictive and quiet. Definitely satisfied. That's f***ing sick.
Thanks for the ride, bud. That was fun.
For sure. Now once I get the alignment fixed, we'll have to go for like a land record or something.
Oh God.
All right.
Damn pollen.
Yeah, I know. Here's rare footage of Daniel getting out of a supercar.
Rare footage? It's not that uncommon.
Yeah, you just don't ever get to watch you do it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right, guys. Well, there it is. We have a freaking finished McLaren finally. It has been a long time coming, but finally, every issue pretty much front to back has been worked out. I need to charge the AC, get in alignment, and that is it. So with that being said, guys, drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you haven't already, and please comment down below and let me know what you want to see that thing run, because I think it's going to be pretty quick. Doug's car is probably going to be one of the first things that we race, honestly, because it is, I feel like they're going to be a really, really close race. With that being said, guys, comment down below and let me know what you want to see in future videos. And for now, see you guys next time.
Feeling like a prisoner in my headspace, been a slave to the negatives, fiending through my best days, feeding off a crowd full of dead weight, trying to get ahead for the next play. And every time it's like I'm better off taking nails on the best made over every single dead pay. Feeling outplayed by the way that the test love hate with the way that it tests me. God, I can't wait till I finally get a blessing. I've been getting plays more, but I don't think it helps to take away the stress from the pain.